Got there.
Hello! Got there
Did
just
it.
in time.
Nice.
Welcome to High Rollers, Lightfall's Descent. Welcome, D&D friends. Thank you, Rivals of Waterdeep, who are on just before us. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
One of our players is just in the bathroom.
He's a taco.
That's his dinner. I really hope he doesn't eat that on stream.
He will.
I really hope he doesn't. Welcome back. We are the High Rollers crew. We stream every Sunday, 5 p.m. normally, over on our Twitch channel, which is all the information's all in chat and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We are in hell.
We're in hell.
Literally in hell.
This is hell.
I love
If you're not familiar, if you're brand new to the stream, we are playing through a high-level mini-series. So we're doing 10 episodes based on our original streamed campaign's characters. So all the characters are level 15. They're characters that were played in our original campaign story that we did online here on Twitch.
Lightfall, yeah.
And called Lightfall. And the concept is our players are attempting to locate the soul contract of one of their comrades, a drow warlock called Trello. They have traveled into various demiplanes. They've traveled along the River Styx, and they have made their way to a place in Avernus called the Ironclad. And the Ironclad is a giant war machine that was beached on the sides of the River Styx, and now serves as a sort of transportation hub and outpost for the legions of Asmodeus.
Yeah.
And this whole campaign is obviously brought to you by Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus, which is coming very, very soon, which I'm sure you've heard a lot about here on the D&D channel. But last time we played, you guys had made your way to the Ironclad and had been very promptly singled out by the devils that lived here.
We might
And
look
they
a
had-
little bit like we don't belong.
Yeah, they attempted to grab you, thinking that you might be potential prisoners or sacrifices that they could use. Combat did ensue. You escaped and fled into a shop, which was being protected by a humanoid-looking fellow who introduced himself as Alucarian, that you have since learned is an incubus in the service of somebody called Lorcan, who serves. We need to host the High Rolls on Twitch, so we're going to do that. And you learned that he has basically made you a deal. He's made you the first of many deals that I'm sure we will make. In exchange for safety here in the Ironclad, and free passage more, like moving around unaccosted, you will perform a service for him and his master Lorcan. Yeah. And that service is you are to place a scroll within the quarters of the captain of the Ironclad, or the commander of this port, who is a blue Abishai called Ezekai. And an Abishai is a dragon devil that works for both Tiamat and Asmodeus. And you have agreed to place a scroll in his quarters that will serve a greater purpose in framing up the captain as disloyal to Asmodeus.
Yeah.
You have gained the service of two imps called Blip and Blap, who have been loaned to you for the purposes of this task. You have a couple of days to complete it, and the general consensus is if you are caught and reveal information of who you're working for, Cam Buckland's soul is forfeit.
Lol. Lol.
Easy.
If they catch up to him.
If they catch up to him.
Yeah.
In the blasted, endless wastelands of Avernus.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity,
Sure.
what would that mean? Like, what does that mean?
We don't know.
What does it mean to just have a soul
Does Juto know?
I mean, it happened to Trell.
acting as a player?
Yeah.
It was like
Let's
a
find out
verbal
together.
agreement.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah, let's find out.
Let's find
What
out
could that mean?
on this magical adventure.
Yeah. I mean, as far as you're all concerned, the only devil contract you've ever really witnessed was Trellamar agreed something and then vanished in a puff of smoke. And now he's apparently some sort of hell knight in the service of Asmodeus.
Just living his best life.
You did learn a little bit more of information. You were contacted by a tiefling called Silvera, who is the one who actually brought you information about Trell's contract. And she told you a couple of key pieces of information via a sending spell. She sent you a message which read, I'm going to read it out if I can find it.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
How's hell?
Oh my god.
Limited message, information gained. Trellamar's soul given to Zariel. Unlikely she still holds. Options, find Lulu the Holophant, Find the ledgers of Zhan Rune Scourge, Silveira. You know who Zariel is. It's been told to you. She is the archdevil of Avernus, the ruler of this plane of hell. She was a fallen angel who is now a bitter, burnt tyrant of a warlord who wages an endless war against demons.
And she also said that we could call on. Was it her? that
No,
said
it
she-
wasn't her.
Was that someone else?
No,
Yes.
that was
An
Khaleesi.
agent.
Oh, yeah.
Kalisa is an
She's-
Iranice,
Yes.
one of the soldiers of Asmodeus. You met her while you were traveling on the River Styx, and she seems somewhat impressed in your ability to kill some demons.
And annoyed.
Annoyed because you stole her glory, but still impressed that mortals could be useful. And she basically offered you, she said that if you were to go
all the
to
food.
a altar of Asmodeus and speak her name, she can appear, she can come find you.
Yeah.
And she offered you to give you some information for free, but that perhaps there might be other deals she could make as well.
We'll go with the free one first.
Sure. We begin the session. You would ask Blip and Blap to provide a map, like a crudely drawn map of the captain's quarters,
Yeah.
which they have provided, which
yeah,
I've
Blip
drawn
and Blap.
below. And you have a mission to complete. I have placed the guards that Blip and Blap have told you about.
So did they fly around and?
This is information because they've lived here for eons. They've lived here for thousands of years.
Oh.
They've been around.
They
They
might
know
know
what's
it.
going on. So they've given you they've given you the layout of the captain's area, the captain's deck, and then they've told you a little bit of information. So Blap kind of flaps over and he unrolls this crude parchment, which you think is probably human skin that he's
cool.
drawn upon.
Thank you.
And he's like, all right, so we've drawn out what we know, all right? Me and Blip. Now, obviously, we can't see inside. We're not allowed up there. So this is based on a little bit of what we know and what we've seen, you know, what we've
Yeah.
seen going around, all
Where
right?
where did you get this from?
What?
The parchment. What is it?
Yeah, the parchment. That's a good one, Blap. Yeah, good one, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one, Blap. Yeah, parchment. Yeah.
It's a good one, Blap. Good one, Blap.
That's skin.
Yeah, that's human skin, yeah.
Cool. How?
Probably elf skin, actually. Yeah, maybe. Sun elf? Is this sun elf? No, it's too golden to be moon elf, right? Yeah. It's sun elf.
Perfect. Okay, sorry. Let's carry on. Just wanted to clear that one up straight away.
Alzra, you seem to.
Alzra's prodding it.
Yeah,
Ezra?
it's got the texture of human skin.
Alzra.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Feels weird.
Not bony enough, I imagine.
No, it's too fleshy.
Too fleshy. It's flesh.
It's flesh.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Flesh.
That's
Okay.
pretty gross. I'm not going to touch the map, going to be honest.
Sorry I interrupted. I just wanted to be sure.
That's okay. You crazy mortals, you're always on a rush.
Yeah.
You should have a little more patience. Once you've lived for a few thousand years as an imp, you're pretty chilled out.
I'll get back to you in a few thousand. Then.
All right, we'll do. All right. So the boss has told you what you need to do. There's the captain, Ezekiel, right? Mm-hmm. He's an Abishai. Now, because they serve Tiamat and Asmodeus, Ezekiel doesn't really trust other devils. They're always worried about, being usurped and somebody's trying to plant evidence on me like you guys are doing. It's kind of justified. Right. But what it means is he doesn't really travel with other demons. He keeps Abishai as his personal guards, right?
Okay.
So up in the captain's quarters, there's 6 white Abishai that acted as his personal guard. Now, when he leaves his quarters, he takes 4 of those with him, but 2 always stay around and guarding his door.
Right. Okay.
Now, the stairs leading up to the captain's deck, that's got your regular devils guarding it, right? That's got some spine devils, I think, that guarding the stairs leading up. But they don't move. Like, they'll change shifts, but these guys, it's not like they're going for a snack, So they're always around.
Okay.
Once you get inside, there's one last thing you need to worry yourselves about. And that's, Ezekiel's got this kind of guy, this assassin called Shadowclaw. Kind of stalks around his quarters. Nobody really sees him. He's sneaky. He's always spying and, making sure other devils have accidents. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. And he's always in the quarters?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
We ain't seen him.
And there's no way of telling when to leave. He just vanishes. Perfect. So, the minimum amount of resistance we could possibly face if we just go in, all crossbows blazing is 2 white Abishai, the guards at the stairs, and maybe the assassin.
As long as Ezekiah and the others ain't there, but they you'll have to get them out somehow.
Okay.
One last thing, which is an out of character thing, which I got very wrong, and there was a lot of YouTube comments telling me I was wrong about it.
Oh no.
Which is fine because they're right.
I know what this is.
Devils that are killed on Avernus die. That's how you kill them permanently.
Oh,
So if
this
you-
is their plane.
If you kill them here,
not banished.
they die permanently.
Right.
If you kill them on another plane, they just come back here. The reason I thought they didn't die is, to me, there's so many that die in the Blood War. Where are all these devils coming from? Like, I was like,
Yeah.
where are all these
Like
coming from?
rabbits.
That's a lot of people being bad. but apparently,
So all the ones that the Iranese killed, the flying ones, are they just...
they're gone forever.
They,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
demons and devils are the same. Like, well, I guess if demons die here, they go back to the abyss, which is their plane.
How did demons and devils breed?
From what I read,
natural question.
From what I read, it's most of the devils here are evil mortals who came to the hells and then they've become devils. Because devils rank up and they rank down, right? So if you're an evil soul in Avernus and you do evil things and you please Asmodeus, Asmodeus will go like, oh yeah, you're an imp. You can become a spine devil. You can become a bearded devil. They level you up.
And we're trying to demote this guy.
Well, to plant evidence so he becomes demoted or is
So-
killed.
If they do bad things, they get promoted.
Yeah.
Could we get him to do a nice thing? Just like drop something in front of him and he picks it up for you.
No.
Demoted.
You get the
Suddenly
sense
turns
that
into an imp.
you get the sense that they don't really care. Devils. You get the sense that devils can do good things. Their ultimate goal, from what you've seen and what you know and what you've read, is it's all about temptation, and it's all about. It's not necessarily like demons are the ones that are just like kill, murder, carnage. Devils are more insidious. They want to tempt mortals. They want mortals to give up things freely.
Yeah.
You don't get the impression that convincing a devil to do something good will do anything. Convincing a devil to do something that fucks up something Asmodeus wants is definitely a way to get them in trouble. They basically need to seem to be fucking things up for somebody more powerful than they are.
Right.
So there's like this hierarchy of power in the Hells,
Yeah.
where
Classic office dynamics, really.
very office dynamics. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's the situation.
That's the...
So now, I hand it over to you.
Blip blap. Hey, you didn't note down any wine cellars or
Cam, we've discussed
Nope.
this. No drinking while you're in a
so I
furnace.
can avoid.
Not.
the-
Devils don't drink, pal.
Why not?
We don't eat, we don't drink. Well, we can eat. Generally, we eat corpses or blood, but we don't drink. Some folks like Alicarian, they've got a taste for drinking mortal stuff.
I just saw you drink a whole bottle of wine.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna say no. I'm just saying we don't need to.
So
Okay, just
wasted-
establishing. where
Wasted
you-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
scratches his butt.
Can anyone make me invisible? Or go invisible?
I can go invisible,
You can go invisible.
but
can.
I don't
You can go
know.
6 seconds.
For 6 seconds.
I don't know how if these things can see through that.
Yeah. Flip block.
I doubt
Yeah.
Are they able to see through invisibility?
Who?
Abishai.
And the shadow claw person thing. The shadow claw, if it
I
can
don't
go
think
invisible.
so. Me and Black can be invisible, and I don't think I've ever seen him spot us. I know Ezekiah is a powerful spellcaster, though. He collects all your like mortal spell books and stuff and scrolls. He's got tons of them.
Oh.
So maybe he could cast a spell that could let him see invisible stuff. I don't know.
But I guess only when prompted.
Yeah.
Going back to the wine thing.
No.
Yeah.
Cam,
That's your drinking.
Hear me out. So
Yeah.
demons, devils.
Yeah.
What's the bad one again? I don't know.
One of the two.
Demons.
Demons are bad. Devils.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no way to incapacitate their minds.
Yeah. Magic. Knocking them out, killing them.
In like a way they wouldn't expect, like a social way.
If you
Like
want
alcohol would.
No. We can't get drunk
You
or.
can't poison.
Are you
Nope.
planning on throwing a party?
No, I'm just saying, like it's water or something like that.
Most devils are kind of made of poison. Like devil blood is probably poisonous to you.
So, like purified water with that.
Holy water might, but it would hurt rather than stumble. You know?
Okay, good to know.
It's more of a vampire thing, right?
I guess so, but
I don't imagine devils would like it, but it's probably not gonna do much. I once took a bath in a holy water fountain, and didn't do anything.
Where did... Okay.
Is there
Thousands of
a
years.
way to sneak up into his quarters from the outside?
That's true.
I mean, that is the outside. That's up on the deck. So he points at the map, and he points at the large area around it. Like, all of this is the upper deck. So, and he points out, and you can see that on the deck of the ship, like this big ironclad kind of battleship, there's like a raised area with stairs, which are the 2 stairs on the map that you guys can see, that I'm assuming Sid will show off at some point.
Yeah.
That leads up onto an upper deck, and then there is a big tall building in the middle of that, which is the captain's quarters.
But is there a way to, like, I don't know, go around the back of the boat and, like, walk up the side?
You could do.
Go in through a window.
Yeah, you could do. There's no windows.
Go in through a port. I don't know.
That's the thing is, you get the sense that because this ship was built like as a troop carrier for demons. All right, thanks, Sid. We're having tech issues with our map cam, but that's fine. Yeah, this isn't a pleasure cruise. Like, there's actually no windows on the captain's quarters. That is probably quite strange. There are no windows or other entrances. There's just a huge pair of 15-foot double doors.
Cool. I suppose no one's got the power to gaseous form or anything.
You can probably gaseous form under the door.
Yeah.
Water elemental?
Oh, yeah.
Can you dribble under the floor?
Maybe.
Could do that, but that's not invisible.
But can you become invisible while you're an elemental?
I don't think you can because your equipment is absorbed into your body,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be able to activate it.
Gross.
I mean, we got the classic stuff of
There we
pass
go.
without a trace. You know,
Do you not have a blessing or anything you can do?
I am blessed.
That's so useful. Thank you, Cam.
I can make another me if you want that.
Nobody needs that, though.
Did you not
really.
say, you know, a few minutes ago that you could perhaps swap your spells and learn some more,
We'd need to rest first.
some more stealth-based subterfuge?
Yeah,
Yes.
take me like 8 hours of sleep though. And this doesn't seem very nice to sleep in.
We need.
I don't think we're going to have a nice night's sleep in a while.
The other thing we could do is cause a distraction somewhere, and then 1 or 2 of us slip inside.
We caused a big distraction outside earlier with Rune getting caught up in that.
Wouldn't call that a distraction
there.
so much.
Did cause a ruckus though.
It was a
that's true.
ruckus, but
But was it enough to bring out the captain of the Ironclad?
it didn't. So all of his troops have, well, some of his troops have left, but it wasn't a big enough ruckus to bring him out.
Ooh.
I think it would be a big distraction we'd need to bring out him and all of his guards.
What happens if I banish them here? Do they just go back to another place
They're
from here?
from here, right?
It's the same. So in the spell, it says that if you're on the same, they basically it's like a minute. They go to a demi-plane, and then they come back.
What if I hallowed an area? So we managed to get into his quarters, and then I hallow it, and it's holy. And they don't want to come in, you know?
How long does it take to hallow an area?
I don't understand.
The thing is, if you do that, it will draw attention to us, and
It takes 24 hours.
Then that's not
We're
going
not
to
going to
work.
spend 24 hours in there. We can't even get in there for a second at the moment.
I would fully expect his quarters to be warded with all sorts of spells. And
Yeah.
Potentially.
I can modify his memory.
So
that
if
he
he does...
thinks that he's already demoted,
That's not.
or he's done something bad, or I can give him.
Or we can sneak it in and then modify his memory to forget that he ever saw us.
As long as it's only him that sees us.
yeah,
That's true. I can give us a little stealth boost, but
So is the letter just meant to be
I mean,
found?
just as a thing, you guys don't want Ezekiel to find you.
No, we'd rather not have him find us.
How about I just walk in and try and blend in?
No. Are you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you still? Just as a rough...
Well, we're still talking.
I think it's at least a 6 or 7 still. Just on a judgment call. Blip, blap, blip, flip, flop.
Yeah.
Is there anything Abishai are particularly interested in, or anything that would drive them crazy?
The white ones are pretty stupid.
Okay.
The white ones are pretty dumb, but they're pretty strong. Black Abishai is sneaky, pretty conniving. And Ezekiel, he's obsessed with knowledge of spells and lore and stuff like that. If he finds any mortal wizards, he normally tries to capture them and learn about them and stuff.
What if one of you...
Just gonna prep some initiative cards here.
What if one of you just pretends I'm a captured soul for this dude, wants to experiment and get information out, and that's just our way through the guards?
But why would mortals be dragging mortals?
No, you disguise as a devil. We've got people that we can shapeshift, right?
I have no shape-shifting abilities.
I can't shapeshift.
Laura can.
Also, as a point, mortals do come to hells. You guys ain't the first mortals, but normally mortals that come here ain't do goody two-shoes. Normally they're cultists, or they're in the service of another devil, or something like that.
Yeah, if we came here with an offering of a soul to the guy at the top, that's a pretty good thing to come in with, right?
Ezekiel's probably got tons of souls. He's probably not going to be too bothered about some measly, little, piddly mortal soul.
What would you suggest we do?
I don't know, I'm an imp. I'm not here to tell you what to do, I'm here to help.
But you know the mentality of the creatures.
Yeah, so ask me a question, and I'll tell you.
Do we need to be a little bit more underhanded and cunning?
I mean, that sounds like a good idea to me. I'm an imp. I'm always underhanded and cunning. It's always worked out for me. I've died a few times, but I always come back here.
I just feel like we were perhaps being rather naive
Okay.
and sweet.
Right.
I mean, you definitely don't want to be those things around devils.
I shouldn't be here. I really shouldn't.
No, you definitely shouldn't. You smell good. Like you smell of goodness.
Unless...
Can smell it on you.
You are very pure.
Unless we use that and we come across as naive, when in actuality we stab hard and we stab a lot.
But we are very naive.
Azrael, you want to stab, don't you?
I can...
Stab.
I mean, I can... I can hit things and stuff, and I can do that, but then we're definitely going to be seen if I turn into an elemental or other
Miss
things.
Elzra, do you have any suggestions?
I haven't really got any skills I can offer in this moment in time. I mean, as far as spells goes, mine are just... I just poison. I make people sick.
You got Brody and you got Callum and you got Eamon, was it?
That's not their names, but I could send
Ahmed.
in one of my companions.
They don't speak at all, do they?
They don't speak at all. No.
So that would be useful because they wouldn't be able to tell anyone anything if they were tortured.
Just walk in there with a
for
scroll and
example.
just...
place it in, walk out, job's done, easy peasy.
I mean, most people aren't allowed up to the captain's quarters, only
Yeah.
him and his Abishai, so you're gonna need a good reason to send a boneman, a bone guy.
Could you make the bone guy invisible?
Could we make the bone guy invisible?
Don't look at me, I'm an imp.
They clank
Who
a
have
lot.
who has the DOS loop?
He sold it.
Oh yes.
Right. Plan B.
Plan B.
Or C, D, I don't know what
I think we're on E now.
letter we're on. I death walk myself. I'm just going to run in there and put the scroll down, and if they try and kill me, I can't die.
But then they'll just get rid of the scroll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need it
Hide
to
the
stay...
scroll until I place it there. If I get caught, I'll eat it.
That
I think we need a big diversion and then one of us can go in.
Yeah. That sounds like the best plan.
So
That
perhaps
sounds smart.
run the other way.
Okay. Who has the most delicious soul here, do you think?
The imp's point at Laura.
Okay, what we could do...
It's like she's never done anything bad in her life.
We could just...
I'm real
Like, maybe a
bad.
Maybe a couple of little bad things.
She swore once.
She naps next.
No,
time,
you
too.
killed people. But you did it for like good reason.
They did deserve it, though.
They probably did
They
deserve it.
deserved it.
So maybe we could just
I mean,
say,
I'm not one to judge morals, but who are you to decide who should die? That's all I'm saying.
Now he's making me feel bad about everything in life.
That's what imps do.
don't start feeling bad, because otherwise your soul will start smelling more delicious.
You
and
know
then
what
start
fix all
attracting more
that?
people.
Just alcohol.
Everybody dies. Let's not get caught up on the how.
Do you think it would be
where, or
distracting
when.
if I became a Triceratops?
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Doesn't matter. We all go to the same
I can do
place.
that. I
Just
could be a Triceratops,
be
but
a
I don't think they're
Triceratops.
going to care.
That sounds
That
very
much.
distracting.
It would be if you start stomping up this ironclad and generally destroying the place they live on.
I mean, you do. I mean, it's your plan, but you understand that if you do that, they'll just kill you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you got to be a fast Triceratops. You got to get away and then become stealthy. Pass without a
How
trace.
fast I can be.
Passing without traces. Passing
Traces?
no trace.
One more time?
Passing,
Yeah.
but without any sort of trace.
Right, okay.
Azra, your sword is very interesting. Tell me about it.
Kind of fast.
This is, well, I acquired this item after making my pledge to the Raven Queen. It contains the ability to absorb souls.
Why does everyone want souls so much?
Well, what else is there to want?
Does it
Lots
have
of
souls in it
things.
now?
Casting Death Ward on myself.
Currently has 3. I don't know how to get them out. I don't know how we could use them, but it has souls in them, yes.
Interesting.
I'm thirsty.
Right. How thirsty?
Bet they've got something up there.
No.
Is this
Cam, no.
I'm about to do something stupid
Yeah,
thirsty?
this is
or
definitely.
It is. Who has
Or-
the scroll? Before he does something, who has the scroll?
Who's got the scroll? Fess up. Mun.
I'm pretty
I've
sure.
got the scroll. See you guys later.
Give me the
great.
scroll.
What are you doing, Crop?
Where's he?
I'm walking up the steps.
Can
You're
I?
walking up the
So
steps.
you were just heading straight for the steps leading up.
Can I take the
Okay,
scroll?
Can you move Cam's? So you watch as Cam starts moving. So Juto, you're chasing after him from the
Yeah.
sounds of things.
Give me the scroll, Cam.
So Juto is moving
No.
up behind him. Cam, you start walking up and you see these two spined like men, but they're covered in spines, like quilled spines. And as you start approaching, they like look at you with these twisted devil faces, disgusted. And yeah, you get to them and they're like, "What do you want?"
Been sent here by my master. I've got a soul to deliver.
They look at you. Deception check.
Okay.
There's a tray.
16.
16. They look at you. Don't smell like you've got a soul except the one
Not mine.
No, that's what I mean. You've got yours, but you haven't got one to trade.
Oh, I'm not going to bring it here right now, am I? It's a very profitable soul.
Who's your master?
I'd love to tell you, but I've been under strict instructions not to mention the name.
Oh, really? Maybe we'll just take care of you and then we'll talk to your master.
I wouldn't.
Your little squishy mortal.
I'm being scried right through right now.
There's a moment of hesitation. They're kind of buying it, but they're still uncertain about you as well. And they kind of look at each other, look back. Scried on? Why would they be scried on you now?
To make sure I do my job.
I'm gonna go invisible.
Yeah, you go invisible, so you can move Alora up as well. So, and then they see Juto coming up behind you, like, and then, what are you doing here, devil child?
This pathetic mortal has run away. Very naughty. Bad.
Oh.
I just think him on the head with my...
So who's this master then? You working for his master?
Yes, I am.
Who is it?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh, please.
Oh, pretty please.
They bare their teeth. Don't test me, child spawn.
I'll hiss back at them.
I'm whispering, but I'll forgot Master's name. What's his
Out
name?
with it! Who'd you serve? Or we'll take, or maybe we'll have Hezekiah do his worst on you. Pluck it from your minds.
Distraction. Oh, so for.
I know who it is. As a player, this is player Kim.
Yep.
I know who it is, but I'm pretty sure we were said not to say it.
Well, you were said not to say Alucarian, but you know that, like, to avoid getting trouble on the Ironclad,
We're
you
allowed
can
to say
say
Lorcan.
Yeah, you can
so
say that
we
you work
were
for
allowed
Lorcan.
to say Lorcan because I thought it
I think the idea is.
was,
I think the idea is you're not allowed to say that Alucarians basically told you to put like a scroll in.
Right.
Like you're
So
not allowed
we're
to. You're
allowed
not
to
allowed to
say-
give away that you're clearly up to something for.
But you can say
It's still a risk. It's still a risk.
Yeah. These guys are looking pretty.
Then I mean, they're buying that you're in charge of him, and that it does seem that like you have protection from someone. How much do you want to push them? Like you could just be like out of our way. We're going through, and like you could see what they do.
Yeah.
But right now, like they're kind of sensing that you're being hesitant, and so
Okay.
they're wondering if they can get away with.
Can I sort of slap Cam
Yeah.
and just be like, pitiful? You forget the name of our Lord? You will be punished for this.
I just want some drink. I haven't been fed or...
Drunk fool.
They love seeing you beat like taught. Like they're like good.
Please.
Like, you drunken fool. You will be the death of all of us with your stupidity.
But I just want to please Master.
Spit.
Can I drink it? I haven't drunk in days.
Pathetic.
You trying to lick it?
No. I'll pretend to. I'll pretend to. Do
Give me a performance check.
What?
Why?
you want to lick it?
But he said that he's not drunk. He's like, can I drink it?
17.
17. You're like you kind of are licking the ground like the metal ground area, and it's hot, like licking hot iron. Like,
I'm weeping now.
yeah. Who are you meant to see? The captain.
It's second in command. We'd never trouble the captain.
How dare you speak out of turn?
Ah! More spit.
We are here to see the second in command. Let us through before this fool pisses his pants.
One of them turns to the other one. It's not our skin if they end up getting flayed alive. Yeah, let them go speak to the second. All right. And they let you pass. Just the two of you.
I just
And
give them
invisible Laura, they just don't notice. Just give me a stealth check just to see.
Oh no.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
Invisilora.
Invisilora. Alza and Reynard, you are just watching this happen from this tiny little stall, and you're just watching it.
I don't know what I can do.
18,
Oh.
okay.
I mean, it seems like they might have it under control.
I think they've got it pretty under control.
They've got through the first barricade.
Yeah.
The Blip and Bap are with you, and they're like, does he know that the captain's still in there right now?
Oh, shit.
Probably not.
I thought the plan was you were going to cause a distracting to get him out.
Well, we hadn't actually solidified a plan, actually.
No.
That
Yeah,
guy's
it
a
just-
real problem.
He
It
just
just
started
kind of
walking,
happens.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
I
well.
asked if it was a stupid comment.
Hey, at least the master gets a new soul. That's true, Black.
That's true, Blau.
Should we say?
Laura, as you step past, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt because
worries.
as the rest kind of pass, as you step past, like maybe like a piece of your boot or something like just clips like a loose like bolt, and there's like a dunk, dunk, and like one of them like snaps his head around like, did you hear that? Hear what? Something.
Can I?
And they just become suspicious, like they've heard something.
Can I kick Cam over, like as we pass them, like
Yeah,
so
sure.
he just sort of stumbles and makes
Yeah.
a twat himself.
Yeah, and that kind of they like look around. Give me a. Ooh, no, don't worry about it. I'll just roll a flat against a flat DC. But yeah, he just seems to like look around. He's like, and they just turn their head.
And I'll just
back.
keep cursing Cam, just
Okay.
like trying to make
Yeah.
it loud.
So you guys get up the stairs, start moving away from these spine devils, and you see that the front of the ship. This would have once been the helm, and there is a large 15-foot across metal platform where there is a wheel, like a ship's wheel, but that wheel has been broken and turned into a symbol of Asmodeus. This kind of like broken wheel with the points, the nine spokes, upon each of which is the head, like a skull of some sort of devilish creature or demonic creature on each one. And then formed from twisted metal in front of the wheel is a metal chalice that appears to be holding blood. Like a chalice of blood.
Sweet.
And you recognize this looks to be some sort of religious altar.
That's cool.
I mean, Cam, I think that with your, like, this is clearly an altar to Asmodeus. Yeah, and you guys make your way up, and you can see up on the deck, and you can see this captain's quarters is tall. Like, this must be like 40 foot high. This huge kind of, almost like a mansion-style house, or like a small townhouse. And the doors are 15 foot across and about 20, 30 feet high. Whatever lived in here or lives in here is enormous. So, Alzra, you were saying?
Yeah. Oh boy, maybe
I don't know
we
what to do.
don't hear from them. We'll cause a distraction ourselves. Maybe just
well,
in case.
I mean, if we don't hear from them, we could just leave.
Don't really
Where would
want to
you
do
go?
So, I'll be honest. I'm at a loss. I don't know how we could get in to help them without fighting everyone, but if we fight people, then they'll know about the involvement in the entire scheme, and if they know about the entire scheme, then Cam loses his soul. If they get in and are successful, then that's great, but how can we affect that?
You know what you guys need? More help.
Could you get more help?
What do you want? We're here to help. Is there something, what can we do for you?
Is there a way you could relay what's going on to us?
We can do that, right, Blip? Yeah, we can do that, Blap. You want me go? Yeah, you go, Blap. I'll stay with these two.
I thought you weren't able to go into the place.
Well, I can send Blip up to the top of the ironclad, and he can kind of just look down.
Okay.
Sounds good. If there's any trouble, then we can
We can do that. That's easy.
help them out somehow.
Yeah.
I got these guys, so there's at least 6 of us.
And my crossbow's loaded.
So,
there's like an infinite amount of those.
That's very
don't need
true.
to load it anymore.
we've got a lot of pointy things.
Okay.
I've got a sword.
Me too.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Nice.
Great.
2 swords.
2 swords, 4 bros.
But we're outside.
We're outside.
Away from all the enemies.
Away from all the...
Okay. So, Juto, Cam, and Alora, you are making your way across the deck. You have the map there. You can begin making your way over towards the double doors.
Can you imagine, right, the size of this door, how big the wine bottles are? If they had drink, which they don't, but if they did, it
You
would be huge.
do realise, by the way, the captain is probably still here.
What? He is?
We originally were going to wait
We should have waited.
until he left. Yes, but then you started walking off.
I got thirsty. So, what do we do now?
Swear.
My God.
We can keep playing this whole master thing. I got into the role.
I'm here.
I think they-
It's Alora. I'm
Okay,
invisible.
new plan. I'm going to give Alora the scroll. Just shove it
Hold
in
it
that
out.
direction.
You take it. It vanishes because anything you hold.
Hey, look, the scroll's gone. Now I can be a distraction.
Okay. So you move up to the big double doors.
You can run away if you want
He's
to.
I'm kind of just gonna.
You stare and just watch as Cam makes his way to the doors.
I'm flabbergasted.
We're in it together.
Resounds this metal clanging as you pound your fist on it.
Dear God.
Man,
This couldn't have gone worse.
That was a loud door.
Standing in front of it, you see, or opening it, you see.
Yeah, he's still got 6 dudes in there, and him,
You
and
see
the shadow.
2 white bipedal dragons. Wings, tails. They don't look like dragonborn. They look like dragons up on their 2 legs, kind of walking like humans do. They look down at Cam. I mean, they're still very tall even though they're medium-sized creatures. They're still, 9 foot tall.
shit.
They look down at you, just snarling. What is this? Mortal! You dare approach the captain?
But he asked me here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
We got an appointment.
Who are you?
I've already explained it to the other two,
Explain to us.
and they said how dumb you
Bloodkin.
were. I can't believe they said that in front of them. You know, it's really.
Who are you?
All right, I came here from my master. I've got an appointment. I'm just in.
Who is your master?
I can't say
Why?
because I'll die,
We will kill you if you do not say.
and then the message won't get to the captain, and the captain will be very annoyed.
They kind of snarl, looking at each other for a moment.
Look, I'm just the messenger. I just want to do my appointment. I don't want to be here as much as you do. Unless you like your job. I don't know. But those guys at the front definitely said that you guys were assholes.
Point back, and Juto is stood in the middle of the deck as well. Another mortal!
I'm gonna stride over.
Don't make her approach, please. She beats me.
Idiot human!
No!
There you are!
What is this one? Devil spawn!
She makes sure I do my job.
Idiot human! How dare you run off from me?
Please.
You do that again, I will cut your leg off.
Don't tell Master.
There is a voice. You see past the doors. There's these two white dragon men in front of you. You see a large, opulent room. It's not necessarily a rug, but a blood, like something has been painted on the ground, probably in blood, as a this way. There's another set of double doors.
Like in IKEA when they have those little
But it's more like
stickers on the
almost like
yeah.
it's like a big red path that leads to another set of doors. You can see that there are racks of pointed barbed spears along
great.
the walls.
Oh, great.
You can hear some horrific screaming coming down from a corridor on the side. But as this is going on, and you're speaking, and Juto's yelling at Cam, and these things are creatures, you see two more kind of peering in, and then they're talking to each other, and then the second set of doors opens up. And striding forth, flanked by two more of these white creatures, is a blue Abishai.
Here we go.
And they come striding out of these two double doors here. Let's move Juto over here. And does Alora follow as well? Little Invisalora. Strides up. And you can see that this one carries itself with this kind of regal demeanor, its hands clasped behind its back, as it looks down. What is the meaning of this noise? This infectious, irritating noise. Speak!
But, well, I can't speak unless my...
I kind of bow immediately. And I'm like, Captain, I apologize for the disarray caused by my idiot human.
I'll work for you instead if you don't beat me.
Why are you here, mortal kin?
Question. My ring doesn't have any uses on it.
No, it's just you
It's
can
just
turn
you can
invisible
do
at will.
it
It's
at
crazy
will.
powerful. It's crazy good.
Is there anyone around this sort of corner at all? Can anyone see if I was to just duck around the
You can
corner?
duck around the corner, yeah. Like it's just endless. It just is more part of the upper deck of the ship. No windows, no nothing.
Okay.
It's just metal. It's like a metal wall.
Can I just duck behind, cast Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then go and also cast Alter Self so I don't look like myself?
Okay. There's a lot of spells. How many concentration spells can you keep up? Well, I know
Pass
you're-
Without a Trace is, oh wait, is concentration, but Alter Self is
you can
at
do it as
will.
your thing, yeah, because you can do it as a thing, can't you?
So I don't know if I can I do that at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, it takes 2
I've got
rounds.
some stupid ideas.
2 rounds.
will.
Meanwhile,
Oh, it is also concentration though.
Yeah, so yeah,
no,
you
I
have to
can't.
concentrate. So you can either have Pass Without a Trace or Alter Self.
I'll do Pass Without a Trace then.
Okay.
And then I'll go invisible.
Okay.
And commit ground.
Okay.
Can't even attack
Can
them.
I... Is there enough space between them that I could try and slip through?
It's tight. Make a stealth check.
God. With advantage?
Well, before you do this, because that's like a good 12 seconds, this creature, this Abishai, looks down. And you can sense it's just, there's an element of confusion where it just looks down, but it also seems curious. Who has sent you? That kind of this soft purring comes out of its mouth.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a cat.
Juto, make a wisdom saving throw for me,
Rubs its
please.
head against him. Curls its tail around. And then curls up in the corner.
Starts doing this.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Putting the wall.
You watch.
22.
Huh?
22.
22. You watch as its eyes flare with a kind of prismatic magic, and you feel a charm effect try and wash over you, but you mentally kind of resist it.
Oh God, I don't know what to say.
Who has sent you, mortal born? Answer now.
It wasn't technically why I was.
Enough! Answer now!
I mean, I was getting to
And
the.
he raises his
Can I
claw,
try
and you
and-
watch as lightning is beginning to crackle up and down his
You don't want to
claw.
kill me. It's really bad.
Make a stealth check. You face imminent
26.
destruction unless you do not answer my question.
My master will flay me alive for this, but I guess you're going to kill me first.
How much did you get?
26.
26. Ho, ho, ho. You slip past. Slip past.
Okay.
All of
Yeah.
them?
Yep. Yep. All of them, including the blue. So yeah, you can move 60 feet because you're moving. I'm assuming you're going to dash.
Yep.
You're basically in the room.
So you get inside the room. The
Damn.
doors are still open.
Oh, I'm there.
Okay.
There you go.
So as you enter the room, for Elora's perspective, you see a grand bedroom, huge vaulted ceilings, and a bed that once would have accommodated a creature 15, 16 foot tall, built into the giant skull of an ancient dragon. The actual bed is built into this huge skull. You can see that there are blood stains all over the floor.
Oh my God.
There are shackles like up against the walls, but the rest of the room is covered in bookshelves, stuffed full of delicate, arcane-looking scrolls and spell books, like everywhere. You also see a large desk, which has writing implements, as well as a living, like not living, but a giant's head, like a decapitated giant's head.
It's not living, good.
And it looks like it has like its lips clipped with like a metal ring and a padlock. And it's like,
That's pretty cool. I'll open that.
and yeah, so cutting quickly back to Cam and Elora, he's raising up this claw that is Juto that is crackling with lightning.
Is Blip and Blap
Now.
telling those guys what's happening?
Yeah.
Blip.
I'm assuming that as I'm describing stuff, they hear stuff. So at any point, just feel free to say what you want to do.
Just in case you have any wild ideas.
I'm sitting down there.
Okay.
I'm going to speak out of turn before she beats me. I was once a powerful disciple of Avandra, a goddess of good and everything right in the world before the master came and captured me and tortured me. And now he's sending me on a challenge to go to someone of great power. And if I survive, he'll take me in. If not, I'm going to die, so whatever.
And you devil child.
I serve no master. I am a free tiefling.
And who you serve none. Interesting. Interesting. And his hand claw goes up. It is very bold of you both to approach. You have no allies here, Devilspawn. But you're kind of resilient quite often. And you have come to survive. Well, we can make sure of that. Take them, lock them up next to the rocks. And a bunch of them begin stepping forward to grab you.
Question. It's a very bad question.
Yep.
If I cast banishment on me and Juta, will we be teleported back to the overworld?
Let's do it.
Permanently, yeah.
Peace out.
I'm pretty sure that'd be a permanent banishment.
Mic drop. Bye. See
You do that.
That would be the end of the campaign.
So so you're thinking about that, and Laura, you place
Can
the
I
scroll.
put it next to some of the other scrolls so that it looks like it?
Yeah, absolutely. So you move up to the bookcases, and you reach out and you start placing something into the bookcases. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
No.
Why?
Like you said,
19.
obviously this guy was going to have some traps and things placed around the room. He
In
wasn't
his
gonna
bookcase?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
boy.
is like his precious collection.
Touch my books, yo.
19. Okay, you're still going to take some damage, but you are still hit. As
The giant's head bites you.
no, the bookcase crackles with lightning, and a blast of lightning comes rushing out.
Ah.
14.
You guys got any ideas?
Ooh.
I'm looking around at the moment, seeing if there's any like fast
This is my
food stalls
backup.
or something.
I can make a noise somewhere.
Corn dogs down there. You want some?
Can you get some corn dogs?
Want some corn dogs?
Anything would be
So
fun.
the 38 lightning damaged half
What is last
to 15.
What up?
19 lightning.
But
We're out.
So you hear a kind of like blast of something as lightning kind of shoots through. The scroll still goes on the case, but it's as you basically interfere with the scrolls that this blast of lightning like knocks you to your feet, basically.
Knocks you to your feet.
What's that?
Knocks me off my feet.
Knocks you off your feet.
Your feet, yeah.
As you are thrown
I was
back.
laying down before.
Cam Buckland, let's read the Banishment Spell. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence.
One
The
creature
target
you can
must
see.
the target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demiplane. While there, the target is incapacitated. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping sound, returning to its home plane. The spell ends before 1 minute has passed. The target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space. Otherwise, the target doesn't return. The question here is, one creature you can see. I don't think you can target yourself with this spell.
I'm not going to do it anyway, it's just funny.
I mean, but the point is you could. This is a way that in an absolute desperate situation,
a
you
way
could
out.
send somebody or other creatures home.
Good to know.
But I don't think you can include yourself. Because although it's a creature you can see, well, I have to read that up. Because I think,
Spanish Dragon Boy.
because normally when you can include yourself in a spell, the wording is normally something along the lines of like, 8 creatures within range, including yourself, can benefit from the spell. Like I think aid and stuff says that. But I think with that one it specifically says a
I'm a
creature you
willing
can see.
creature, you know, and I can see myself if I look around really quick. Or look down.
That's the easier way.
Hold up a
Choose up to
mirror.
3 creatures within range. I mean, yeah, I think
Within
you
range,
could
right?
cast it on yourself. I think you could.
Either way, I'm going to Dimension Door.
Okay, so you cast Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Do you now?
I'm not.
Fuck, he doesn't have it.
What counter spell?
Yeah. Fuck. Right, so you Dimension Door up to 500 feet, I think,
It is 500 feet.
and you take Juto with you.
Yes.
So these Abishai
Thanks,
begin
guys.
reaching to grab you.
I'm going to say, in roleplay fashion, because Cam is roleplaying, Master, no, don't take me back!
Okay. I mean, all right, that's their insight checks. Make a deception check for me, and then that's his crazy fucking Arcana. That's a 29 on Arcana.
Oh, crap.
21.
I mean, yeah, he still. You get the sense that this sorceress Abishai still knows the spell you've cast. He sees you go, "Ga-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba." Master, no! Because you have to cast spells that way. You know, you wave your hands and say magic words.
Dimension door!
You're like, Master, no! You're like, fucking Doctor Strange, like, Master, no!
I choose you, Juto.
Can I just stare at him as I walk
So
past?
you have 600 feet. Where do you go?
I would like to go to the devil that gave us the contract.
So in the shop.
Alacardian.
Okay, so you go to Alicarian's
Alicarian,
shop.
yeah.
So you appear inside the shop. Right. Alzra and Reynard and Blap. Blap is like, oh, it's not looking good. Your friends, he's been grabbed all the other, he's gonna take them.
They've got
oh
it
no,
under
he's
control.
casting some sort of spell.
Oh, is he?
And then count the thing as you say. Ilora, you immediately become aware you are not alone in this room. Seemingly it hadn't sensed
Thanks,
something.
guys.
But kind of from a shadowed corner, in fact, actually, he'd probably be
assholes.
perched on top of the bed. You see this black dragon man in a long cloak, just basically like, and he begins scanning the room, looking for whatever's triggered this trap. Can you make an initiative check for me? Just Ilora.
Alzra, what are we doing?
17. You're doing shit all!
So was that 17?
Make a noise
Yeah.
somewhere. I can make a noise if you want me to. I can literally do that.
I can do that.
That's all I can do right now. I
Let
don't
me
know what
roll it
else
for
I
the
can do.
blue.
Turns out I've got password.
Are we now? Oh my god.
No, you guys are all fucking miles away.
Didn't know that.
Are we in the same shop as them now?
Yep.
Are we?
Yep.
It's 500 feet. What did you guys do?
I'm surrounded.
He
by
stayed in the shop
wars.
and watched.
They did nothing.
They did shit all.
I looked up and down the road to see if
Nothing.
there were any corn dogs.
I can make a noise somewhere.
Okay, so Ilora, you are luckily acting first. You can see it. You're still invisible, right? Because the ring basically is you're not going to lose concentration from that. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, just for pass without a trace. I think you took 19 points.
What's
Constitution saving throw.
13?
13. Pass without a trace goes as you lose concentration on it. But invisibility stays because the ring you can activate it straight away. I almost think that because you would technically lose the invisibility, but you can just trigger it again as a free action. He sees you like pop and then vanish again. And so this creature like pulls out his weapon and he's coming for where you were. You see him like with a scimitar in hand. What do you do?
I'm going to turn into an air elemental and fuck off 90 feet.
Okay.
Wait, double that. 180 feet.
And you are still invisible. Because your invisibility is through the ring. You're already concentrating on it. You transform into elemental. You maintain the concentration and become an elemental.
And I go 180 feet.
Okay.
And I can go through gaps that are like 1 centimeter, like 1 inch.
I was going to say, because you would have the problem that you have
Because
to go
I'm-
through the enemies.
So yeah, I can.
But if you can whoop through tiny gaps.
The elemental can enter hostile creature space. It can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing.
Then that solves that problem.
Felicia.
They
Bye,
do
Felicia.
still
That's
still
fine.
get attacks of
That's
opportunity, but you're invisible, so they all have
And it's all
disadvantage,
the elemental HP, right?
and it's all elemental HP and AC.
Would they get attack of opportunity against something they can't actually see?
They can
don't
feel
know it's
something
there.
going past. That's why they have disadvantage.
Right.
So it's like they feel a breeze and they're like,
And they can swipe at it basically.
I normally just attack the wind when it.
could she go into
This is
that
not the wind.
dimension?
This
I
is
know.
like
I know.
a form.
Would the dimension door still be there? Could she
No,
go into
Dimension
No,
Door
it's
is like an
just an
instant
instant.
transportation. It's like a portal spell. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, they're gone.
with disadvantage.
While this is happening, can I just be like, 1, 2, 3.
Elora, where is Elora?
I swear.
Right, let's do Ezekai. Let's do Ezekai first. He's not particularly melee based. With disadvantage, that's a good thing. I rolled a natural 20 and a 5. So
Ooh.
that's a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. So he swings to miss with the quarterstaff he's holding. He's like, something's here. Something has broken into my quarters. Just screams. Now we have a lot of attacks from these white Abishai with these long swords that they're wielding. So first one, we've got to make 6 of these. 19.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
let's just count however many hits.
What
So
kind of damage is it?
This will all be slashing damage.
Okay.
It is magical.
I Okay.
So so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to make. So next one, that is only a 9.
Nope.
Next one is a 15.
Just.
So 2 have hit.
What is it? No, you got
Yeah, it's
17.
15. It's not my AC.
Yeah, it's the elemental's AC.
Oh.
Next one's a miss. 2 more. 17 plus 6, that's going to hit. That's 23. 1 more.
So 3 so far.
So 3 hits.
3 hits.
So you take.
Not bad.
They just do 200 damage.
So bad. Oh my god. Roll 3d8s. Roll a 1 on every single one.
Oh.
So 4,
Does
8,
it tickle?
12, 6 points of damage, because I'm assuming you half it.
Well, if it's not. If
Oh, it's
not
magical, so yeah, so you
So
take 12 points of
12
damage. They kind of swipe at this creature as it just goes like a whirlwind past them. Invisible cyclone of air, and they're just like, "Ugh!" And he's just like, get after it, you fools! So how far did you go?
180 feet.
180 feet away,
I love
but
how-
from this point, so you're 180 feet from here, so let's subtract this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So you are 135
It's over there somewhere.
feet.
Way off the table.
Yeah. You're 135 feet away from the captain's quarters. So that would go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
But am
30,
I still
35,
invisible, did you
40.
say?
Yeah. 45, 50,
Okay.
55. Well, they might have a means of tracking that. So how much is that?
75.
That's 75?
Just to go off the map that we currently.
So you're 60 feet off the map we're currently on.
And that's got to be the shop, right?
It's not far away from. The shop's maybe like 200 feet away from the steps or whatever, or like less than that, like 100 feet away.
Did it, team.
Well done. Inspiring leader.
You guys are here with like tinfoil capes and water bottles. Good job, team.
Did I get my badge yet?
Having a little chocolate.
You guys can take point on the next thing.
Yeah,
You did it. That's a record
out.
time.
120 feet. Okay.
Oh, beep. That's 2 minutes.
I'm not out of this.
Oh, absolutely, you're not.
I'm not out.
The blue Abishai spreads his wings and flies 50 feet. So
Here
can
we
somebody
go.
move this guy 50 feet that way?
Sure.
Tom's going to.
Told your life was
So nowhere near.
He's flying as well,
okay.
and he points in a vague direction.
Does he have disadvantage on that?
Well, he's gonna. He can't see.
Would you have any idea where?
No, that's the
wind
thing. Is he
went?
doesn't know where, so I need to check.
Invisible breeze.
Where
Yeah.
did the wind blow?
Gust of wind.
It's not a breeze. I keep telling you
Is
this.
there
It's a huge whirlwind.
Is there anything below?
But I can go through
disadvantage?
1-inch spaces, so.
It says it doesn't say I have to be able to see it to dispel it. It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Is she within
Is it
range?
within range?
120 feet range from his point. He's still within range. And he will cast it at 4th level. So the invisibility vanishes on Elora.
So I'm still an air elemental.
You're still an air elemental, you're still
One
flying, but
gusty
he like
boy.
reaches up, and then he cancels it, and then just this kind of like boof in the air as the elemental reappears. But you can just activate the ring next turn, but it's just
Can they see
the immediate effect. I think that Alzra and Reynard and Blap were the ones looking outside, so you see this kind of mild distortion in the air, and then suddenly air elemental, and this other like blue thing flapping its wings, flying like.
The greatest horror, suddenly tornado.
But there's sharks in it.
Oh yeah. Just imagine
So-
that. You're just walking along as normal.
Do we know that?
Tornado suddenly there.
Do we know that he's there?
She's gone.
Oh,
You're like,
undispel it. I don't want to see it.
If I don't see it, I can't get blown away by it.
So he was up here. He can go 80 feet. 5,
Oh,
10,
is this the Shadow Shank
5, 10,
guy? What was he
15,
called?
20, 25,
Shadow
35,
Shank.
40, 45, 50,
Shadow
55,
Claw.
60, 65, 70,
Claw, yeah.
75, 80.
Dark Dagger.
These guys all go 80 feet as well, but that's still not enough to catch you. So it goes back to Elora's initiative, and then I think like if you guys want to roll, we'll add you in. Depends on what you do. So you turn invisible again,
180.
and then are you just gonna go straight ahead?
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna. Is there a way that? How far am I from the shop?
100 feet.
Like 100 feet, but I'm not invisible, and I am invisible.
You can turn invisible as an
You can go
action. As an
invisible,
action. Now don't
right?
remember if it's an action to activate the ring.
So I can still move 90 feet.
Yeah. But you can still get to the shop, I'd say.
I was counting single digits then.
What do you mean?
1, 2.
You can get to the shop.
Can they see this? They can see the shop from here, though.
Yeah. But you're invisible.
Well, once we complete the mission, we've got 3 passage through.
Yeah, I want to change the direction that so that because he's obviously seen me going in a certain direction.
So you're going to like try and divert off.
Like
Okay,
divert.
make a stealth check for me with advantage.
21.
21. Why am I rolling with advantage? 21, you say. Okay. He's looking around and just starts scanning the area. You vanish 90 feet in like a side direction. He flies over and starts looking around. He sees like a couple of hapless looking devils kind of like carrying something, and just from his finger, chains of lightning just and fry the devils instantly. He just is like, find them, find them.
God, we should probably bounce, right?
You've been to set it
Sitting in that shop window.
Some devil stood there like John Travolta, like, and then they get fried.
Yeah, quite literally. At this point, we're going to drop out of initiative. However, the entire ironclad is quickly brought onto alert.
Oh shit.
They know you don't necessarily hear what they say, but they begin searching the entire place. You hear a report. It very quickly comes out of a description of Elora, because he did see you. The Shadowclaw saw you for an instant. And a description of Elora is given, and they begin scouring the ironclad, looking for anything out of place.
Thanks for your
What are
assistance.
you guys going to do, and how are you going to handle it?
I can make a
We
noise.
ask Alikari to hide us
You ask Alikarian.
We've done your work.
because we've done.
So
work.
you turn to him as this search is being organised outside his
No, we
shop.
put the scroll there. The scroll's been put. I don't know if you noticed.
When you summon him, so he appears from his mirror again. Like you kind of send you tell Black or somebody like go tell him we're done, and it takes him a few minutes. As Elora, what do? While they're in the shop having a conversation, you're invisible as an air elemental, and you begin seeing them fanning out, searching.
Slight hiccup.
so glad you
Can I
here.
invisibly go to the shop, but then can I get into the shop when I'm?
The elemental's too big. You're a large creature, right?
Just you guys looking through the window.
Can I just? Can I go
Pretty
somewhere
fucking bad.
close by? That is,
So yeah, there's a bunch of places. You could head down into the lower decks, which is there are lower decks of the ship that you can go into.
are we? We're not on the ship.
No.
You're on the top. Yeah, this whole thing is the ship.
Oh right. Okay.
The ironclad is
Okay.
the
Sorry.
ship. Do you guys need a minute?
It's okay. I'm just,
Elora's like
gonna
being
die.
chased by
all right, it's
an army
fine.
of devils. I can't not laugh when Rhiannon laughs.
I'm not
Cam
gonna
soul.
heal you next time.
Just get like Cam's soul.
It's all right.
Oh god.
I'm not going to
Get
get in trouble.
Cam and be like Cam. It's just
There
pretty
is the lower decks. There are also the 3 steam stacks, which have been turned into smithies.
Is there anywhere near the shop that is like discreet?
I could try and hide behind some like big crates of things, and
It's mostly so
mostly an
that
open deck.
I know, but it's mostly so that fuck you all.
Sorry.
Don't say.
I'm fine. I'm
Help
zen.
myself.
She's crying.
I'm waiting to hear what's going on.
It's just when I imagine Reynard and also just looking through the window.
Just doing shit all.
And the 3 bone guys.
4.
From
Four
either,
skelly
like,
men.
every angle of the window. Oh,
That's a good scene. So, if you're looking for somewhere discreet, the only
I
place...
just want to basically it's somewhere that I want to just drop elemental but alter self to look like someone else.
You could try and head lower decks. That's probably the best place to do that.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. But
Okay.
now I'm really separated from these guys.
You make your way, you kind of fly down and you find like a quiet, what appears to be some sort of storeroom. You can see that there are racks of weapons and armor and shields that have been stored here for the legions. It looks like part of a barracks armory. But there is one devil on the door, but you kind of breeze past like mist.
Oh no, I don't want to. Okay.
Just missed
I want to get back to these guys like more than anything. So I don't really know what to do.
If you want a quiet place to hide, then you could just go into the shop and try and do that. But the elemental form you'll have to drop outside.
That's the thing. Are people going to see it as I
I mean,
go
you
in?
can drop elemental form and remain invisible.
Okay, I'll do that and then go inside and then alter self.
Okay. So you, as you are stepping inside, you find a scene where Alucarian is kind of gathered. He's kind of standing before all of you. And he kind of looks. He's like, oh, well, that was fast. Although you do seem to have caused a bit of a stir. Interesting.
Fuck off, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Good job.
We're really efficient.
Thank you.
If you require anything else, you're more than welcome to it.
The terms of the contract said that we have safe passage. You need to hide us from these forces.
No, I believe that the terms of the contract were that you can use my master to avoid confrontation within here. I can't protect you from Ezekai's wrath if you've broken into his quarters.
You said safe passage for a week.
I don't believe that was exactly the express terms. It was, I would provide you from being hassled with, I believe. It's not my fault that you've gone and caused such a commotion to draw the captain's ire out. I told you to be quiet.
We are being very hassled right now. Do you want to debate the terms of hassled? I feel very hassled.
I don't need to. You are welcome. You are free from. If anybody hassles you, you can give the name of my master Lorcan. That's what I agreed, that I would provide you with a name that would protect you. But
Shall I give them the name of Master Lorcan then?
well, you would then be breaking the terms of the contract, would you not?
The contract is complete.
Is it? There's still a week left of your protection, I believe.
That was the reward for the contract.
It's part of the deal. Until you leave the Ironclad, if you give my name in accordance to what you've done regarding the scroll, that breaks the term of the contract. But you are more than welcome to invoke the name of Lorcan, and if any other devils give you any trouble based on your being mortal here. But the captain, I mean, if he wants to arrest you for breaking into his quarters, I don't see why that should be my responsibility.
Look, we don't want. We got heat, right? We don't want to be here. We don't want
Or
to.
that's when you basically step in, and then you immediately alter self. What do you change yourself to look like? And can you change your clothes?
I can change my whole appearance, I think. I don't know.
Alter self is just your physical body. I think it includes clothes. Disguise self does.
Cool. So, fucked either way then.
We are in heat. We're not in heat.
You might be.
We're in trouble. We've done a bad, and
Really?
we don't want all
This
of
is why I
that.
suggested that you were more clandestine.
I don't
Where
want-
were you?
I don't.
Sorry?
Where were you? Where were you?
We
We would have got you in more trouble.
Oh, are you here?
Now my entire
She just
yes. Now everybody is looking for me.
Yeah, and they're gonna
Specifically
come
me.
here. Can you help us?
I mean, the rest of you should be fine then. You can move about the Ironclad as necessary.
It doesn't matter either way. The
is
deal
true.
was pointless. He's not going to honour his end.
Great.
Who's on
So
this?
that was pointless, and now everybody's looking for someone with my description, and I have no real way of hiding that.
I believe that the exact
Bones.
terms, you are more than welcome to move around. You can, if anybody gives you any hassle, like you did when you first arrived, you're free to invoke the name. The difficulty will be for your friend here, who has been spotted. And I said that if you caused a commotion, if you engaged others, if you invoked their wrath, I wouldn't be able to protect you.
He's
You can
right.
stay invisible. You will be fine.
Some things can see through invisible. He dispelled it a second ago.
Yes, he dispelled it, so we can give him a wide berth, which is still better than nothing.
I need a change of clothes.
Well,
Blip.
I-
Blat,
Yeah!
can you find me some new clothes?
They glance to Alucarian, but Blap kind of grins. It's like, well, technically we're under your service until the end of the contract's fulfilled, and providing material objects is part of that. And you see Alucarian's just like, Very clever, Blap. He's like, sure, what do you want, princess?
I don't trust them anymore.
I think.
No, I'm screwing him.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah,
We're screwing this guy.
Okay.
they're
I'm
ours
just
for a
making-
week.
Can you get me some different clothes?
Sure. Any preference?
Something maybe like what Ausra's wearing.
Yes, black. So much black.
Sure. We'll get you something black that fits in with the hells. Come on, Blip.
It look great.
Okay.
Oh, those little dastardly imps. What are they like?
What are they like?
Seem to be learning very well.
Yes, oh yes, no, most certainly. Well, you are more than welcome to stay here if you intend to buy something or if you want to make any arrangements. If you do have a complaint, you could speak with Lorcan, I suppose, but I don't imagine he'll be very forgiving. He's worse than I am.
Oh, you're so lovely.
Thank you, my dear boy.
Since we are here, I would like some information.
We can make a deal for it.
May I ask my questions first, and then you can tell me the deal?
Sure, of course.
I'm looking for Lulu the Holophant and the ledgers of Zarland Rune Scourge.
I might know something.
What is your deal?
Oh, it's so interesting. You're so keen to make one after our first one. How interesting. I suppose you don't really have any choice, do you? It's not like you have anybody else you can turn to. How about...
Actually, we do have another person that we could turn to.
Who would help a bunch of mortals apart from myself? You're lucky that I helped you.
We have the service of an Erenice.
When you say Erenice, it's like this devil shits himself. You watch as his eyes go wide, and he tries to hold it in and his tail flicks. It's like, you're insane. You wouldn't deal with an Erenice. They're brutes. They'll slaughter you. They'll turn your insides to outsides. They're nothing more than warmongering beasts.
She promised
goodness.
one question for free.
Or one service for free, actually.
If you wish to go get yourselves killed by one of the war maidens of Asmodeus, be my guest. I won't be dealing with them, and Lorcan certainly won't either. Ugh, horrid things.
It's very rude.
You haven't met them. Not like I know them, or Lorcan knows them. Ugh.
Well, they're very nice. Actually.
Well, if that's what you wish, fine. If you want
To
to
be fair,
make...
you do think that everyone is very nice.
Especially here.
As you're talking, a legion of armored-looking devils begins stomping outside, and one of the Abishai...
I'll go invisible.
Yeah, because you see the devils pass. You just... One of the white Abishai...
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah.
Okay, make stealth checks then.
Pass without a trace.
I don't know.
Nope, it's gone.
We'll stay here.
Can I cast
To
it?
hide.
I mean, you're hiding. You
staying.
can't hide and cast an action.
Yeah,
don't know
fuck
us.
it. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm also stay. Whatever.
Hey, girl.
Hey!
Doing a stealth check.
Stealth check? Stealth check from Juto as well?
Oh, dear.
5.
5. How are you so bad at stealth?
I've never been good at stealth.
That's crazy.
My performance and persuasion is plus 13. My stealth is plus 3. Level 1 rogue.
Okay.
16.
16. The Abishai kind of like pops his head in and like looks around. Juto, you managed to kind of throw yourself into like a part of this weird shop behind some sort of like clothing rack or something like that, filled with arcane, mystical-looking robes as you kind of throw yourself in. Cam, you kind of try and duck into the side as well behind like a large armoire, but part of you, like your gut is kind of sticking out from the side, and the Abishai like looks around, snarls like, "Incubus, where? There!" And he points towards the armoire, and you see the incubus is like, no, my dear friend, there's no one here, unless you wish to trouble my master. What do you mean? I have a number of mortals who are currently under Lorcan's protection. If they are the ones that are causing trouble for the captain, you will be flayed, incubus. I can assure you that if you find the one that has caused trouble for the captain, then they are not technically under my protection. This one, however, is. So, goodbye. Ezekiel will hear of this. pulls itself away. Ugh. Alucarian just kind of sweeps his hair out of the face. There! Deal honoured, I believe.
I think they spotted you, Reynard.
I mean, they don't know me.
Huh?
They don't know me.
Yes, because you did nothing.
Didn't do nothing. I tactically did.
You did nothing.
Didn't
Voice from the
interfere.
nothing.
Thanks, though.
Please, can you have your personal arguments somewhere else?
I
If you want my information... Things. No, I don't know. I'm going to need to go and speak with Lorcan. Oh, you're more trouble than you're worth. Go deal with your Erenice. I don't have any part to do with you. I'll have my protection for the week, as we agreed.
Can we wait here while the troops tire themselves out?
No. I just mentioned Lorcan and they should keep you safe. As long as they don't see the elf princess, you should be fine.
I'm waiting for a blip and blap.
They'll find you.
Great.
Let us leave.
If you're ever in the surface, I should introduce you to Avandra.
No, I don't want to meet your... Ugh. Go on, get out.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You guys make your way out.
yeah.
You leave to a commotion. Devils, chained mortals are being dragged and pulled around. Everybody's desperately looking for a blue elf in an outfit matching Alora's. There is a couple of people who are like, when they see Cam and Juto, the devils approach you in a violent-looking manner, but they seem to kind of see something, or then they back off, like they've heard something, and just leave you alone, at least temporarily.
God, I love this place.
Alrighty.
So,
Plan number 2.
plan 2. What have we gained? Let's recap first. What have we done so far?
Survived.
Right, but have we got any information at all?
Yeah.
Yeah?
None of these devils drink wine.
True. No, they don't. Where's Trell?
His contract is with Zariel.
It was. It might not be anymore.
Okay. Which one's Arielle?
The big bad.
She's the ruler of this hell.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's plain, right?
Perfect. Where's she? Let's just talk to her, say hey. Please, have her back.
I wish it was that easy.
Okay.
My next question is, where are you guys going? Right now you're on the open deck of the Ironclad, this big, tall Ironclad. There are these 3 big steam stacks. There are ramshackle buildings, but they almost look like shelters where you can see devils inside. Not sleeping, but kind of resting.
Is there anywhere quiet to go?
You know what we should do, guys?
Uh-huh.
Everywhere you go, there are devils. If you're looking for an empty space, you probably have to start looking lower decks.
I don't think this boat's going anywhere.
No.
No, it's grounded.
Yeah.
I think we should leave it.
Right.
You do realise as soon as we leave it, we are no longer under the protection.
Were you waiting for the boat to leave?
Cam was.
Well,
not even any water.
I'm not under his protection regardless now, so...
Yeah. So, what's plan 2?
We could always find an altar of Asmodeus and summon the Iranes.
Okay, what does that look like?
Reynard,
It's like he's gone insane.
has your
and just
years
forgotten everything.
as a leader made you stupid?
I don't know what Asmodeus' symbol looks like.
You just...
Look at
The man I used to know
Right.
was a lot smarter than this.
Right.
What has happened to you?
The symbol was there, though. I didn't see that. I was in the shop the entire time.
It's all around us.
Is it?
I mean, you definitely have seen it emblazoned on the armor plates of the devils,
everything.
and
Oh, it's all over there as well. Okay.
It's on everything.
it's pretty much on everything. Yeah,
The flags?
he's
Pretty big
he's the
theme.
god of the entire realm.
yeah.
The god of the whole hell.
But have people got like face tattoos with it on or stuff? Like-
Probably.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, so I really couldn't
I
miss it.
haven't seen all these guys walk past like
On their like brands on their foreheads, like these devils, like.
Both the banners, like, what do we want? Asmodeus! I don't know what it is! Oh, I didn't realize the symbol was just everywhere. I thought it was like that one altar. And
Blap and blip pop back into existence. They are holding a pile of black grey clothes. There is a mixture of like metal plates and bits of like spikes on some of the pieces. It looks very Mad Max. It's like a very Mad Max style outfit. Hey, we can't see where the princess is, but this is the stuff. We got it.
Thanks.
Take it.
Oh! I'm so used to being the invisible one that being around invisible people is really weird. Yeah, it's really weird.
I like you guys.
Hey, we like you guys too. It's a shame that, once you leave here, that's it. You're dead to us.
Yeah.
Do either of you know
Yeah?
who Lulu the Holophant is, or where the ledges of Zarlan Rune Scourge are?
No.
Okay.
Sweetheart, we're pretty dumb.
Don't call me sweetheart.
Why?
Do you know anyone who would know?
Alcarian.
He doesn't like us anymore.
Yep, that's probably. Ezekai, the captain, probably would.
He doesn't like us at all.
Oh, that's 2 for 2. Do you guys know anybody? You know any more devils?
What's
No, you.
That's not very useful. We're imps. So, you know how on your realm you have people? And then, I don't know, like, what do you call those things that walk around on 4 legs with the tails?
Cam Buckland.
Rabbits, cats.
Sure,
Horses.
those things.
Dogs.
You got them, right?
Hypocrite.
What's an animal below them?
Below what? We said like 10 animals.
Rat,
Insect.
All right, what's below that?
Below a rat.
fly.
What?
We're like flies.
Oh.
We're the fly equivalents. We're the bottom of the rung. Well, not the bottom of the rung, that's lemurs, but...
Don't
Worms?
sell yourself short, guys.
We are worms! You got there.
That's all I want. That's all I
Set
want.
it up. Yeah. We are worms.
Lemurs.
Yeah, lemurs.
Yeah.
No, lemurs are too nice.
No, what are you talking about? The weird people jellies? No, they're gross.
We're talking about different things.
Oh, we're talking about hell lemurs.
Oh.
Lemurs. Lemurs? Lemurs. I don't know how you pronounce it. I say lemur.
Where
Can I
am
see one?
I mean, you probably will at some point. They're gross.
That sounds great.
Blip, blap.
Yeah.
Outside of the Ironclad, where can we go?
Don't know. It's pretty much a blasted wasteland of dust and fire and lava and blood. I mean, you got the Iron Tower, but that's days away. I don't know. Tiamat's prison.
Doesn't sound good, does it? So this is.
I work with Alucarian. Like, I don't explore. I mean, there's loads of places, but I don't know how you guys get there.
Right. Okay. I guess should we go lower deck?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty quiet because a lot of the army's out, so we can lead you down there. It's nice and quiet.
Could try and make a friend,
We've been really good at that so far.
but someone who isn't gonna try and.
I don't think that
Take our
exists
stuff.
here.
There's gotta be
This is
someone
the
who
problem.
doesn't want to take our
Friends
stuff.
mean
There are
deals.
some mortals around, but they don't tend to hang around the Ironclad very long. You guys need to get away from here if that's what you want.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like crazy traders. There's always mortals around, traveling around the hells, doing up to something.
One of those.
Yeah, we
Right.
need to find someone who's not going to try and steal our souls,
Why are we
preferably.
not? Why don't we just?
Not yet, anyway.
Why don't we just ask the Uranus?
Because she's probably still going to try and take our souls. And if the look on Alucari's face meant anything, then if he's scared of it, then we should definitely be scared of it.
She said she would make one service for free, and then we would have to make a deal.
She did, but also we can't trust anything.
We can trust the deals as long as we word them correctly.
Yeah. Devils are bound by their law. That's why Alucarian had to protect your friend when they came looking for him. If they break, there's a limit, right? It eventually, think of it this way. When a devil makes a contract here in Avernus, it's kind of binding, just through words, because Asmodeus knows about it, right? So if you make a deal and a devil goes back on it, that makes Asmodeus look bad. He doesn't like that. So there's always this limit where a devil has to weigh up whether keeping to a contract is better or worse for him. And normally they'll break the contract. They'll basically say, all right, our contract's null and void, no more. You don't owe me nothing, I don't owe you nothing, we're good, bye. And then he'd rather do that than say die. But while that contract holds, yeah, devils, they'll stick to their word. They're just, we're tricksy, we're guys, you know, we're a little bit,
What we need.
I like you mortals, you're dumb.
What we need is
Make me feel smart.
we need smart in order to get a devil in a deal that they can't back out of to help us get to where we want to go under the threat of Asmodeus breaking that.
Then you probably want somebody who's very loyal to Asmodeus. Somebody who wouldn't want to piss him off.
Someone close.
So would an Irenaeus of Zariel fit the bill?
Maybe. You have to ask. Like, sometimes the Irenaeus pretty tricky, but a lot of them are they're like soldiers. They're soldiers first, you know? They're the first soldiers of the Hells. They were angels once, if that helps.
Interesting. But I assume that they now hate angels and are evil in all ways.
I mean, in the same way that we're all evil, you know? Look at me. I'm black. You think I'm evil? The answer is yes, I am evil.
That was kind of
But look at me, I'm a guy. We can
Why?
work together.
I still
We're
didn't want to
friends,
offend him.
right? You guys trust old black?
I think
I
everyone's
trust
evil.
both.
This is my problem.
I think it's
is
pretty-
that when he confronted me about it, I didn't want to say that. But
Because you're too nice.
I think it would
You're
take a
good.
lot-
You're a good egg.
don't touch me.
It would
Alright.
take a lot to offend.
I'm at my limit today. It would take a lot to offend him, wouldn't it? But I still felt.
Yeah, I don't get offended. You can't offend me. I love offensive things. In fact, I want to hear you be offensive. Because then it's like you're a little bit more evil. A little tempted. Listen, if you can contact an Irenaeus, if you guys are stuck, hey, it's worth a try.
Why don't you call him a flying pus bag?
You're a flying pus bag.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. I can smell it. A little bit
But
of
then I
evil.
was too happy with myself after I said it, and it just.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's good. It feels
And-
nice. It feels good not being good all the time. You should stop worrying about being good and just do what feels right.
You did feel guilty as well, didn't you?
See, this guy gets it. I like this.
I think I got all of my anger out.
You want some
shouting
more
at you.
boozy booze?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache. And honestly,
No more booze. Not
that
while in
booze
Avernus.
got me
I'm sorry, you got
up to the door and
That-
got us out of that situation. Tell me it didn't.
It didn't.
It fixed the problem.
It caused me a problem
And
instead of
until
you.
I get evidence otherwise, I fixed the situation.
Good. So what are we doing?
How long would it take for her to message me back?
Oh yeah.
She said that if you speak her name at an altar, she'll just appear.
No, not
No,
her.
no,
The
Oh, Silveira.
Silvera.
Probably 24 hours.
Great.
She'll need to rest.
Do we want to find somewhere that we can rest, or do we want to find a way off? How long would it take to get? How long would it take to get off of the ship?
The ship not far. I mean, he points at the blasted wasteland that just stretches out. Like, I don't know where you go. Like, things are pretty far from here. You're gonna need some transport. You're gonna need
Where can we get transport?
I mean, some of the war legions, they've got war machines down in the
We're
hull.
in Mad Max, friends.
Lower deck. Let's go steal one.
Ooh, I mean, okay, yeah, you can try.
We're in hell. This is what we do here.
By all
What's the worst that
means.
could happen,
It's
honestly?
more that it's guarded.
Yeah, but that was guarded and we got right in.
Well, we've got Lorcan's protection anyway, right? We just go down there.
Yeah, just remember, if you cause trouble, that's you don't get it anymore.
Just say Lorcan wants this.
Maybe.
We'll take it.
That could work.
But what do we do when we get it?
Drive.
Where?
Away from the
Away.
You
devil.
need to know where you're going.
How-
You don't want to drive into a meteor swarm or a toxic cloud or a volcano or nothing.
I don't want to do. I don't want any of those
Black
things.
reappears, holds out like a bottle of whiskey. Hey, no worries. Don't worry about it.
Are there any altars of Asmodeus around here?
What, here? Yeah, there's one just down in the lower deck. I can take you there now.
That's
Mad
the
Max
desecrated.
clothes.
No.
We have two options. We could either rest and wait for
Silvera.
Silvera to reply to my message. I asked for her for more help. Or we can summon the Irenaeus.
We may as well take the free help while we got it.
In which case, we shall need to rest.
Why don't
Reynard was suggesting getting the Irenes.
Yeah.
That's what Reynard was
Okay,
suggesting.
sorry.
Why don't we, as part of a deal
Great.
of some kind, offer the war machine in place of something like information, and we steal the war machine for them.
Wait, what?
For the earrings.
Whoops. Oh,
For the Irenes.
She can fly.
she doesn't need one.
But you look cooler in a war. She can have
Black,
some use for it.
Black will take you to an altar or to somewhere to rest. You just need to tell me which of those two things you want to do instead of trying to add in a third complicated option of.
I'd like to point out
But
that
what if?
Silvera
This is a classic high rollers thing of like, right, we're going to do one of these two things, and then someone will go, but what if we do this thing?
What if you combine all the options?
I vote rest, but
Yeah, I'm fine with
because
that.
that is technically free information.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah,
than free
rather
with
than-
strings attached.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to try and find someone to take an
Yes,
8-hour
please.
rest. Black will take you to. It's probably. There is piles of bones and half of a carcass of some sort of demonic creature, but that seems to be keeping a lot of other things away. Alzra is in there already.
Cat just curling up.
But
I'm a
yeah,
bedrock.
Black will basically be like, all right, you guys should be here for a little while. I'm going to close the door, and I'll be on the other side, invisible. If I hear anybody coming, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Technically, this is just part of the deal. Don't thank me.
Thanks, man.
The door shuts, and you guys try to rest. Sleep is not very possible. There are noises, banging, clanging, snarls, screams, but you can rest for 8 hours,
Okay.
which means you get a long rest, at the end of which you just get a very short and very sad message of
Great.
told you all I can, still researching. You asked for like how to make deals with devils as well. 7. Deals are tricky.
Getting up.
Be specific. Avoid cunning devils. That's 15. I've got 10 words left.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Yep.
Bye.
Just
a
trying to
good
think
one.
what she would try and advise
Peace
you
out.
to do.
Good luck.
Juicy
Please
little
do
nug.
not die.
She probably would say, Irenes may be okay. Don't trust succubi. Or Tiamat. Silvera.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I drink myself to sleep?
Sure. Well, I'm assuming you do that in your 8 hours.
I'll do that anyway.
Yeah, you do that in the 8 hours. That's your version of a long rest.
Right.
Sure.
I wake up with a hangover.
You wake up with a hangover and like something's wrong. Like Evandra's trying to tell you something, but you're not sure. It's hard. You don't really hear words. You just feel this kind of wrongness.
My hit points keep resetting back to 1 every time I take a long rest.
Trying to tell you something. But yeah, there you go. There's your message. You can send another 25 words back, and then in another
Thanks for
day,
nothing.
We are boned.
she can only give you what information she has. She's already given you the 2 best leads she has.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing really we can say back to her.
No.
I mean, I'm also like, there's no way that she can really provide help apart from the
Yeah.
sending spell. Like, she can just send you answers to questions, really.
Yep,
Um,
it's fine.
All right.
Cool. It's cool. Sweet. I will relay that to everyone.
Irenes it up then.
Let's find us an altar to the big guy.
Black takes you to the back of
Big A.
the ironclad, where there is a small shrine to Asmodeus. Actually, it's a large room, but the shrine is quite small. A few devils kind of cast their eyes over to you. An ice devil, a chain devil, like the ones you met when you first arrived, but they kind of just watch you as you move in, and then just kind of slink past. And as you reach the altar, like you can see that this one is the same kind of 9-spoked wheel, but rather than a chalice, This one has just a big skull on the front of it with ruby eyes.
Nice.
This is a symbol of Asmodeus.
Yeah. No, we retconned all of that. I think.
I retcon that too.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to?
We need to be smart.
Right.
We need to think about the smaller details.
But well, I mean, this one is just free information, right?
The first question.
It's always gonna.
So we need to make sure the first question we get as much information as we can.
Nothing's free.
So should we
We did start a
Gag
little
this
bit later,
guy.
so I'm going to go for another 10, 15 minutes.
Say that again.
should we just gag this guy? This
Yes.
guy?
As long
Yeah.
as we don't
It
know
could
that
be a good idea.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
You are learning fast.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
We're gagging this guy.
You gag him.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, does Cam Buckland resist?
Yeah.
Okay. Strength or dex checks opposed. So both. Juto, you can make one as well because I'm assuming you're both trying to do this.
Strength, just a check.
Dex or strength.
12.
I will use Dex then.
12 to beat.
12.
So a saving throw or just add my
Just add
Just
d20 plus
bonus.
your dex.
14.
What'd you get, Cam? 12.
12.
What, 12?
12. So between the two of them, they like pin your arm behind your back. And you get gagged.
Buckland, behave yourself.
Sorry, it's
Thank
necessary.
God.
I mean, your hands are still behind you. Alzra's holding your
I'm
hands
putting
behind
2
you.
fingers out behind my back.
Yeah. Alzra is the only one who sees it.
I'm muffling some like expletives to myself.
Okay, so we were told to find Lulu the Hollyphant.
Lulu the Holophant
I'm still
and the ledges of Zarlan Rune Scourge.
Yeah, you've got the outfit, and you change.
We
Would
can
you
make
change
that one
yourself to look
question,
demonic?
would we not?
Could just ask
I
one
just
really
changed
long
myself
question.
to look like a human,
Just a
like
human,
just a regular,
dark-haired human.
yeah,
Cool.
that's a little bit edgy looking.
Okay. You and Alzra look like sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sisters from another mother.
Devil. Yeah. So you speak. Are you gonna speak her name?
Yes. Kalisa.
So as you go up and you focus and you picture the Irenaeus and you speak her name, there is a shifting of heat and temperature. A ring of fire appears on the ground, and kind of the ground kind of stretches, pulls up and begins to tear, and this red-skinned hand, or pale, human flesh skin, like rips it apart and pulls herself free. These red feathered wings, like. She removes her her kind of black iron helmet, and long dark hair spills down her shoulders. Ah, the mortal warriors. I see you decided to take up my offer in the end anyway. Yeah. Been having a bit of trouble, have we?
I mean, that's the nature of this plane, is it not?
It is. But I have been keeping a small eye on you as well.
I like to think we've been fitting right in.
You made the mistake of trusting an incubus is the problem. They're cretins. Little cowardly schemers is what they are.
He doesn't like you.
No, they don't. They don't tend to like things that are more powerful than they are. So, how can I help?
Alzra, do you wish to take charge?
Yes, my dear. Is there anything you would like? You seem to be a sturdy sort. Definitely my kind of mortal. Now, I did believe I promised you some information for free. And then after that, we'll discuss. I'll do everything in my power to answer it to the best of my knowledge. I'm not going to put myself at any risk to learn anything new for you.
Couple of things. We're looking for Lulu the Hollyphant. And the Ledges of Zarlan Rune Scourge.
Yes. I believe I know where both of those things can be found. I can tell you, but it won't do you much good. They're quite far from here. But I could take you to it. To one of them.
Okay.
In terms of information, Lulu the Holophant is a celestial creature, an angelic being. It was once the companion of Zariel the Fallen, when Zariel fell, she slaughtered much of her angelic companions. But this one she couldn't bring herself to. A little sentimental, perhaps. So she gave it to a warlord of Avernus, who now keeps it as a pet. The warlord is called the Sovereign. He operates the Colosseum. In terms of the ledgers, when Asmodeus rode to power, he bequeathed many of his devilish contracts to his lieutenants and other devils. Now, to keep track of who had gained what, Asmodeus employed the service of a warlock, under his employ. That warlock's job was to make a note, make a ledger of who got what contract, and to track those contracts and who they were given to. Now, the book is enchanted with Rune Scourge's own mind, so it constantly updates itself. It's a very powerful tool if you want to know who owns what soul within Avernus. I know where that is located. It is currently held by a trader at a place called the Souk. That is your free information, but as I mentioned, you will not get very far if you try to go to either of those places alone.
I'm going to unbind Cam.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hey.
Now, I hope that you would understand that I have been very forthright in what I said. You will not find me to be like that incubus you dealt with. Always conniving and scheming, using twisted language. No doubt he tried to use his foul tongue to get out of whatever deal you made with him, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Their kind used to be demons, you know. We used to hunt them and kill them. Then Asmodeus became a god, and for whatever reason, he brought them on board. My lord doesn't understand what dangers they possess. Now me, when I prefer to make my deals, I'm very forthright. I will tell you exactly what to expect, and if you go back on it, I'll kill you myself. I don't broker any back talk or conniving on either of parts. I deal with my problems face to face. So, if you want my help, we can make a deal. No souls. I can't be bothered with all of that.
And what is it that you want for payment?
I need a third party to deal with a problem. Problem involving one of your kind, a mortal, here in Avernus.
Here?
Yes.
A mortal?
Yes.
Weird.
Champion. Servant of a being of power. Servant of 2 beings of power, to be precise. Agree to help me, and I will take you to the places you need, and I will serve you. I will aid you in battle.
What is it you specifically want us to do?
What I want you to do, my dear little human, is quite simple. I need you to kill a mortal called Arcan the Cruel. And with that, we're going to end today's episode.
What?
Sounds easy, right?
Sorry, what?
It's just Arcan the Cruel.
It's just Arcan the Cruel.
I just thought you were going to be like Bob the midden cleaner.
Are we getting Joe as a special guest?
No, we're not. No.
So that we can kill his character.
But he is in the new book. Arcan's in Baldur's Gate descending to
man.
Avernus. That's why I'm sending you after him.
I met him.
Joe
I
McNeil
want
is
you
a very
guys-
intimidating
I
guy.
want you guys to be the first stream group to kill Arcan the Cruel.
World record. It's like an MMO when
So hey,
it's like,
we're gonna literally, because there's another stream after us, so we're
Oh,
gonna wrap
yeah.
up real quick. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching Lightfall, The Descent. I know this was a classic D&D, oh god, what do we do? But it ended up being a fun little chaotic mess of an episode.
God.
So we'll be back next week for more of this, to see whether the party, you don't have to accept this deal, but if you want to work with Khaleesa the Erenice to help kill Arcan, and get some help in recovering your friend's soul, let's do it.
sure.
Cool,
I like
nice.
world first.
We'll see you,
See you
next time.
next
Thanks for joining in.
Bye.
Catch you guys. Bye.